100% of the young men said, the reason why I am angry like that is because I don't know who my father is. In fact, I know him, but I never talked to him. I knew him and then he walked out, and so on and so forth. So they became angry. And I've come to the conclusion that, yes, we are about to celebrate Father's Day. I've come to the conclusion that the biggest problem in our society is not the lack of education and all those things that people talk about. It's the lack of the authority structure, the father in the home. A study was done on 2 men. And one was called Jonathan Edwards. The next one was called, his name was Mark Jukes or something like that. Some kind of funny name. Yeah. So, let me get the data for you. Now, the study was done to see what happened with these 2 men. In fact, they grew up in the same era. They grew up in New York. They grew up in New York City. And it was alarming what was found out. Now, Jonathan Edwards gave his heart to the Lord at a very early age. And he ended up marrying a beautiful young lady. He went to college, he studied, and they had 11 children. That's a lot of children. Yeah? Anybody agree that's a lot? So they had 11 children. Now, Max Jukes, on the other hand, was in competition with Jonathan Edwards. He was just a rebel. Jonathan Edwards had children, 11 children with one wife. Max Jukes, on the other hand, had many children with many different wives, many different ladies, so to speak. Okay? And so they decided to trace them years later. And this is what they found out.
All right, listen to what they found out. Yeah.
Edwards would leave his workplace and he would hurry home, even though he was busy, to spend 1 hour with his family on the dining table, sitting, talking to his daughters, talking to his sons, asking them how the day was. Before they went to bed, he would read for them, he would pray with them. Max Jukes was out partying. Max Jukes was here doing this and doing that, doing all those sort of things. And this is what the data shows. At the end of many decades, they found out that Jonathan Edwards, his descendants, amounted to 13 college presidents.
Wow.
13 college presidents. They traced that many years later. 65 college professors. 75 military officers. 80 public servants. We're talking about his children and grandchildren and stuff like that, right? His lineage. 80 authors, 60 doctors, 30 judges, 100 pastors, 100 lawyers, 3 U.S. senators, and 1 vice president of the United States. That's Jonathan Edwards.
Jonathan Edwards. That's the one that had 1 wife and
that
11
is the
children.
one who had 1 wife, 11 children, and he spent time with them. Let's listen to my 310 of his descendants died as paupers, old people, vagrants, bums.
Wow.
310. 150 became criminals. 7 became murderers. 100 plus became drunkards. And 190 became prostitutes.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Listen. When I read that stumped me. It's not young people.
All right, let's listen, please.
When I read that blew me out of the water, knocked me out from standing. You know why? Because I recognize that the choices that we make right now, the choices that the choices that you make right now, will determine what your generation after you will look like.
So did that man take his heart to God?
Which one? Max?
The
No.
man, like all the prostitutes?
No, Max actually died without knowing Jesus. Alright? Max didn't even care about Jesus. But listen up. Jonathan Edwards is the person is a model of a man who would stand by his family. So you don't know about fathers and Father's Day. I have 4 daughters, and I can guarantee you of that. I can guarantee you of that. I am never too busy. And it gets quite busy, but I'm never too busy for any one of them. You know why? Because I recognize the importance of a father figure in the home. When I was growing up, I grew up in a rough neighborhood, so to speak, the smallest but the roughest, and I recognized that the young men who did not have a father, and the young ladies who did not have a father in the home, the older guys took advantage of them. They said,
Father is compassionate. God is compassionate.
It's the book of Isaiah, 64, verse 8. This is on the 12 group at the Church of God in Bodden Town.
Just 25. You know how much is in the